and you click on your tab. So I select all. Then you bring a dot. When you bring that dot, what do you want your button to do? You want it to go back. So you type go back. You see it is highlighted for you. Then you select that one. Now, when you go there, it is done for you. You can run it. But I want us to continue and do another easy step, which is so you go back from there, go back to your form. Now let's select the forward button. Sir. Sir, Mr. James.
Okay, so that was Amayao. All those who have joined, Amayao was part of the first group, and he has also paid for 100 CDs for the web technology, and they have also joined this particular training, the coding program. And he has done with his app, or let's say web browser, and it is working perfectly. And today he's the one who is taking us through. So all those who came for the second batch, I believe you've been able to develop your interface. What is left for you to do is the coding. So keep watching and make sure you follow Amaya the way he's inputting the codes. Thank you very much. Amaya, please continue.
Okay. So if we have new members, should I start over? Or I should?
Yes, you should start over.
I should start over.
So right now the interface is ready, and I believe they also have their interface, which is also ready. The back button is available. The forward button is available. The refresh button is available. The address bar is available. Search and then the home. So all they could do now is to look at which code is used for which button. We are going to code at the back of all the 5 buttons, and I'm the one taking us. So you can start by going through the back button, and make sure you emphasize on the code. Okay, so you start by going to the back button. Don't type, but then explain the code. So go to the back button for the new member who just joined to see the
okay.
Button. Okay, that's a good.
Okay, so we are starting over in a quick way.
No. Double click. Let them know. No double click.
Yeah, I get it.
So he double click on the back button and it brings to the code side.
Yes. So for the benefit of the doubt, those who just came in order to enter into your coding aspects, you have to double click on the button you want to code. So for instance, we are coding the back button. So you double click on the button. Double click, papa. Now when you go into the coding section, you have to code your go back. You first call on your work that you are doing, which has a default name, web browser 1. You click on the tab, then you type your dot. Then what do you want to do? When you click on the button, you want to go back. You type go back. Then you select that one and you press enter. You are done with that one. When you finish, you go back to your form. Now you want to do the forward, which is this one. You double click on it too. It brings you to the coding part. You type your work name, that's web browser 1. You use the tab key. Then you type your dots. Now what do you want to do if you click on that button? You want to move forward. So you select go forward. As you start typing, they give you options. So you select go forward. Now we're going to the third one. The third one is refresh. To refresh a page, meaning when a page loads and you don't see it very well, or you have problem with it, you have to reload it. So we go to the refresh, which we double click to go into the coding. So after double clicking, you are sent to the coding section. Which site are you working? Which project are you working? Your project, which is known as Web Browser 1. That's its default name. Dot. What do you want to do? You want to refresh. So dot refresh. Then you select the refresh. That's it. Now we are going to the fourth button, which is the search. Please take note. Here it becomes a little bit complicated, but then we are learning. So you take your time and you also learn. You go to the search button. As we did for the others, you double click on the search button. Now it takes you to the code. Your work that you are doing, which has a default name, web browser, you type it and select web browser 1. Now you bring your dots. When you click on it, what do you want it to do for you? That's the search button. You want it to navigate. You want it to do what? Navigate. You type in navigate. Then you select the options given to you, navigate. Now you are given a bracket open and a bracket close. Inside that bracket, where do you want it to navigate to? Or we are following? Where do you want it to navigate to? Now, I want it to navigate to my title bar, which is known in the form as the text bar. The text bar. I want, when I click on the search, I want it to navigate the text bar, so that whatever is in the text bar, it should follow that. So I'll say you should go to the text bar. But remember, when you are writing your tool's name, you have to start with a capital letter, and the box as well, it should be a capital B, as highlighted here. Then you select it. Now, what is inside the box? It's a text. So you bring a dot and your text. The text it should read. The text it should read. Now, after that, we'll go to the last one, which is go to the last one, which is the home button. So likewise, that one too, you double click on it. Then where are you working? Web browser 1. Then you click, you bring your dots. Now what do you want it to do? You want it to navigate. You want it to navigate to a particular home for you. So you type in your navigate. Inside your brackets, you bring your website that you want it to navigate to as your home. So for me, I want it to navigate to google.com. So typing in the google.com, between their address this way, and you bring www.google.com. Then you remember to bring your quotations as well. Now you are done for the coding, and you can run it to see if everything is working. Oh, we are all there. Oh, we are all there. So in our box, our search box, realize that the text box has a name. It has a default name, which is text box 1. So you should add the 1, otherwise it won't work. See that it was underlined. Text box 1. Okay, so we go to run it and see the outcome. So you click on the start.
Now, Amel.
Sir.
Please wait. Go to the code. The home. Okay, here have you seen this? Have you seen the button 4? Button
yes.
4. The home button.
Yeah.
Button 4 is search button, eh?
Yes.
The red thing there means the code is wrong. It's not. I don't see anything wrong with it, but
let me see. Let me see this one.
Type again.
I'm coming.
No,
I'm trying something.
Text.
Okay, this one worked. You know, when I was doing the text box, I renamed it to title bar. I did a rename there. I was trying something, so I didn't change it. That's why.
Okay. Press enter. Let me see.
Yes.
Press enter.
Come again. So it's working now. But usually the default name is text box 1. That's the default name. I was just trying something else, and that's how come it didn't work, because I used that one. So okay. I gave it a name, title bar.
And it ran.
So you should come again.
You ran and it worked.
Yes.
I want to see whether type the text box. Let me see. I want to see something before we use
Please come again. I can't hear you.
Text box 1 and let me see. Go to text box 1 and let me see.
Box 1.
Please, the title bar. Take it and make it. I want to see something.
The title bar.
The search button.
Code. The code. So that's the 4th one. This one.
I want you to make it text box 1 as the.
Okay.
I want to see something. Text.
As the default.
You type text box. It's okay. TX. Wait. It is not displaying the text box 1. It's not displaying that one.
Yes.
So definitely it will give you error. And that is the code. Bring the title bar there is different to not together. If it's even work, that doesn't mean it's the perfect code. You bring type all, let me see. Type all. Box. Continue. Let me see. 1. Then click at the end. Yes, click. Press enter.
I've done that.
It is still giving us an error.
Yes.
When it happens,
but then let me change it. I can change it to the text box 1. Let me do that. You see.
If you run,
so that we have a uniform work.
You run and let me see.
I should run. Okay.
Let me see.
Good.
Sometimes they give you error. Have you seen it? Stop.
Yeah, it's giving error.
This is the error. It shouldn't have happened that way. Let me explain why.
Yes. So that's why I'm telling you that in my trying the application, so let me redo it Let me change the title to text box 1. It will work.
Anyone who is a beginner will be confused. So let's do it right then. It's always text box. So just that the reason is this. If you work with Excel worksheet, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You know you can spoil the cell or the sheet can spoil. You know that.
The line wasn't clear, please.
I said, if you're working with Excel, sometimes your worksheet can spoil. Sometimes a cell can spoil. Anything you do in the cell will not work. You know that.
Yes.
That is what has happened here. And a typical example is what I was doing yesterday. What I was doing yesterday, I was trying to type https://www.google.com, and then it popped up.
Yes, yes, I remember.
And it was disturbing me. Who is that? So when I'm coding and you don't take time, that particular line you spoil it. Because when I was taking to, we didn't see this error. So sometimes when we're inputting something in a line of code, that can cause error. Even if you put the right code, it will encounter error. So that is what is happening. So you, unless we start again, but
Mr. James. Mr. James.
Yeah.
Mr. James. I'm saying that I was doing a try work, and that made me change the name. So let me go and change it to the correct one.
Okay. Which one is the correct one?
It's just a moment. It will take. I'm changing it to the text box 1.
Okay, so you've done it too. You've done it like that. Oh, it's not text box. Let me see.
No, let me do it. Let me show you.
Okay, show me.
So the title box, the text box.
Properties.
Yeah, you go to the properties. And the design, at the design, you see I wrote title bar here. Can you see? So I have to change it to the title, the text box 1. Then it will pick from that.
Okay.
So let's go back.
And you are not teaching the defaults.
You know, I was practicing, and what I used to practice, that was what I used. That's why.
You teach the first thing first, please, so that if you discover new idea, you come back to study a new idea. So
okay.
Go to the code and let's see it. Go to the code and let's see.
So you see it's working now.
Okay. Another reason is you may be typing so many things, and the application will discover you are not hot, you don't know what you are doing, and the sheet or the line of code will spoil. As Excel or sheet can spoil, it's the same thing. Okay, let's move on. You can now run and let's see.
So from here we can run.
But have you taught them how to go to the code, how to come to the working, the design?
Yes.
Okay,
that's where I started. Mr. James. We did that in the initial stages. You weren't here.
Okay.